Hello and welcome to my channel and also welcome to Daily Dose of HTML by ViralVerve. Yesterday, which is on day one, we understood what a paragraph tag is. Today, we will understand what a heading tag is in HTML. So if you click on the article, it will open up the article, the power of H1 tag. This is the most important guide for you. This guide will teach you everything that you need to know about H1 tag. So, in web development, heading tags play a pivotal role in structuring content, enhancing readability, and communicating crucial information to both users and search engines. Among these, the H1 tag stands out as the most significant tag. This comprehensive guide will dwell into everything you need to know about H1 tag, from its fundamental purpose to best practices for its implementation. Okay, H1 serves as the primary headline for web page or major section of content. It is the first thing a user or a search engine crawler sees, summarizing the entire page's topic. So, what is the H1 tag then? It is one of the six heading tags, H1 through H6, used to define hierarchical sections of content. H1 represents the highest level of heading, signifying the main title of the document. Okay. Semantically, it identifies the main subject or theme of the page. It is like the title of the book, the headline of the newspaper article, or main topic of an essay. It's not about making text larger or bolder. It's about conveying organizational meaning. Understood why you use H1 tag? It is much like a title of the book, right? Or the title of a newspaper article, the main topic of an essay. That is the role of H1 tag. While H2, H3, H4, H5, H6 tags provide structure, they serve as subheadings or minor headings, creating a logical flow beneath the main H1. For instance, H2 might introduce a major section, or H3 a subsection within that, and so on, cascading down to H6 for its fine-grained details. Why is H1 so crucial? H1 tags extends far beyond simple aesthetics. It impacts how your content is perceived and processed by various entities. Search engines like Google use H1 tag, a strong signal to understand the content and context of a web page. A well-crafted H1 incorporating relevant keywords helps search engines rank your page for appropriate queries. Okay, it has its role in UX as well, and um, UX, basically user experience. And in terms of UI, which is user interface, H1 is the biggest text. Okay, so content guidelines, you can read through these. Let me go ahead and show you what the H1 tags looks like. Let me open my code editor, which is Visual Studio Code. And yesterday we discussed paragraphs. Today we will discuss the tag. I'll create a new file. I will call this heading 1 and I will save this file inside the VS Code snippets. October and then 2 heading 1.html. So we'll also revise the paragraph tags today. So first, I will write the title of the document. This serves as the title of the page, followed by the H1 itself. So as we can see, when you open the H1 tag, it looks like this. When you close the H1 tag, it looks like this. This is called as the opening H1 tag, and this is called as opening H1 or closing H1 tag. Anything that you write in between is the H1 tag. We'll also revise the paragraph that we learned in the previous class. So I will just say lorem 10 and put a paragraph there. So as you can see, we have a H1 element followed by a paragraph. Let's see how this looks. Let's reveal this in the Explorer. Double click on the page, and as you can see, that is our H1 tag. Understood what is the role of H1? It's the big font that you get. It should be what the it should be like a headline of a newspaper or the title of a book, as we covered in the examples. What is this page about? This page is about what is H1 element. Okay, and then you can introduce more paragraphs if you need. Paragraphs you already learned this in the class one. So that is the power of H1 tag. Multiple H1s. Even seasoned developers can sometimes fall into common pitfalls when using H1 tags. Being aware of these can save you a lot of trouble. As mentioned, multiple H1s, using more than one H1 in a single page outside very specific HTML5 sections context that more general pages don't need dilutes its semantic value, and you can confuse search engines about the page's primary focus. Using H1 tags for styling only. Never use H1 tags merely to achieve a large text size. If you need large text size, use CSS, and then you can control the size of the element. Let's revise. How to increase the size of a text. For example, p tag. Let's increase the size of this. I will say font hyphen size, and I will just say 45 pixel. Just for example, I will show you how this looks. And as you can see, it becomes bigger. But we don't need this. We need a smaller size. Let's go ahead and make this 18 pixels. And this is how it looks. Wonderful. So you can use CSS to control the size, not the H1 tag. Just because it has big text, it doesn't mean that you have to use it. Conclusion. The H1 tag is far more than just a large font. It's semantic cornerstone of your web page. By understanding its purpose, adhering to the best practice, and avoiding common mistakes, you can significantly improve your website's search engine optimization, user experience, and accessibility. Invest time in crafting effective H1s, and you will be laying a solid foundation for well structured, discoverable, and user friendly web content. Remember, a powerful H1 is the key to unlocking the full potential of your HTML documents. So, frequently asked questions: can I have more than one H1 tag on a single page? Yes, but that will confuse your search engine. It is especially good for the SEO beginners that use one H1 tag per page. Okay. Should H1 tag always be the largest text on the page visually? Not necessarily. Okay. Does H1 tag still matter for SEO and modern web development? Yes, it does. So if you have any questions, please put the comments and subscribe to the channel and check out this article if you need more information. You can also comment and ask questions. Thank you so much for watching. This is Santosh. Share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon. Thank you.